Joli buzz!
Everything football.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Sasha.
Hey, and this is Romain. And you know what time it is, Sasha? What time is it?
Euro 2021 squad announcements.
Hey, let's go. Allez les bleus! Allez les bleus! Yeah, boys, today we're doing France. France for the Euros. They just announced their squad. So starting it right off with the keepers, we have Lloris, Hugo Lloris, we have Steve Mandanda, and then we have Maignan. What do you make of these three?
So obviously for me, the number one goalkeeper for me already is Hugo Lloris. That guy, I love him. He's such a humble, underrated keeper that, you know what, he gets to shine in France where he doesn't shine in Spurs like I think he should.
Yeah, super solid. Definitely going to be the starting keeper, I think. I mean, he's probably one of the best keepers in the world right now. So, and definitely one of the best keepers in the Prem. Shout outs to that. Yeah, you know, showing the English how it's done. But now moving on to the midfield, where we might be missing a bit of, the defense. So we have Lucas Digne playing for Everton, Léo Dubois for Lyon, Lucas Hernandez for Bayern, Presnel Kimpembe for PSG, Jules, Koundé for Sevilla, Clément Lenglet for Barça, Benjamin Pavard for Bayern, Raphaël Varane for Real Madrid, and Kurt Zouma for Chelsea. Oh my gosh, what a backline.
The firepower, the pace on that backline too is just...
The pace, the power, the heading ability, the goal scoring ability. They have it all.
They really do. You name all those teams and it's like first or second place teams in the respective league. It's astonishing what France can produce on the back line end of it, you know?
Oh, for sure.
You must be a proud Frenchman, man.
Hey, we're the defending world champions.
Yeah.
And I see you're wearing your Portuguese shirt. You're the defending Euro champ.
Yeah.
So, you know, and we're in the same group. And, you know, we have some revenge from last year, or last Euro. So definitely coming back for that.
Yeah.
Now moving on to the midfield, we have N'Golo Kanté playing at Chelsea, Thomas Lemar playing at Atletico, Paul Pogba, Manchester United, Adrien Rabiot for Juve, Moussa Sissoko for Spurs, Corentin Tolisso for Bayern Munich, of course. Wow, that's a strong middle. Maybe the weakest part, though, of this France lineup. I want to say two are really superstars in N'Golo Kanté and Paul Pogba.
Yep.
And then, you know, we have other players, but they're struggling in their respective teams. You know, if you think of Sissoko, you think of Tolisso. These guys are struggling a little bit. Rabiot's seeing a bit more playing time, but you know, as a Juve fan, I don't know how you feel about him. So yeah, no. What do you think of this middle?
I definitely agree. The middle is probably still a powerhouse area. But when you compare it to the front line, the back line, this is where you're right. There's two superstars and the other ones are kind of like just really good players respectively. But I think when you look at it, you have a very kind of defensive middle. You know, it's like Pogba can play as a CDM, Rabiot can play as CDM, Kanté can play as a CDM. I think you have Sissoko who can play as a CDM, and then you got... You know, Lemar is not a center mid. He's, like you said before, he's going to be a left mid or right mid or even push up even higher, right?
Yeah, definitely more of a winger type player. So let's see now moving on to the attackers, because I don't think we're missing any depth in the attack right now. Consider the fact we have Ben Yedder for Monaco. Karim Benzema, first time back in, oh my god, like 5 or 6 years. Incredible to have him back. So happy that Didier Deschamps finally changed his mind about this guy, because he's been playing unbelievable for Real Madrid. Next up, we have Kingsley Coman playing for Bayern, Ousmane Dembélé for Barça, Olivier Giroud for Chelsea, Antoine Griezmann for Barça, Kylian Mbappé for PSG, and Marcus Thuram for Mönchengladbach. So, wow, that is probably the craziest, most powerful attacking force in all of the Euros. Man, what do you think?
I agree, man. Facing that team, I'm worried as hell. That is just so much power, pace, aerial ability. It is just, you guys have it all. Left side, right side, and the center. You got Kylian Mbappé, top scorer of Ligue 1. You have Benzema, second top scorer of the Spanish league. You got amazing. It's just I go throughout this whole. You got Griezmann, who's also an amazing player and steps up for the French national team. That whole front line is almost probably worth like $400 million. It's absolutely
yeah, definitely. I mean, if you have Mbappé alone, now with the addition of Karim Benzema, now we have a solid 9 that's also a natural goal scorer and an aerial threat, knows how to play on and off the ball. And then now that we have, Griezmann as a 10 playing for that team in his natural playing position, feeding the ball to Kylian, feeding the ball to Karim, and then Dembele on the side or whoever you want, Coman on the other side. Oh la la, this is going to be a very, very strong team. So no,
that is an exciting team. What a time to be alive as a Frenchman. And I mean, also the crazy thing is now we'll touch base on players that missed out, right? I think you guys still have an amazing team, but the ones that missed out, I mean, you guys are already going to know which players. We got Martial for Man United, Saint-Maximin for Newcastle, Fekir for Betis, Torve, I forgot who he plays for, and Ndombele, who plays for Torve plays for Marseille, and Ndombele plays for Spurs. Camavinga, who is a new prospect for the world right now, 19 years old, plays for Rennes. Mendy, Man City, Laporte, Man City, Upamecano Capo plays for
Upamecano.
And this is just a few to mention, this is what France's national team is about,
Yeah, it's sad when you hear, Aymeric Laporte stating he might change nationalities just because he can't fit into the French team. It's crazy to think that our defense is so good it can't even take the likes of Laporte. No. And then, a couple I'm pretty sad I'm missing out on is Fekir. Fekir is a very nice addition to a camp spot, and Alain Saint-Maximin. I think he is criminally underrated. I want to see a lot more of him, especially for France, but hopefully he might even change clubs to a stronger club than Newcastle. I want to see more of him. I think he has a lot of talent, still very young, and has a lot of potential. But maybe we'll see them in the future. But now we know our players. Who's making the starting lineup, Stash?
Okay, so I'll go from the back line and you can see if you agree with me. So obviously, no doubt about it, Lloris starts in the back.
Lloris.
No doubt about it. Right back, I play Benjamin Pavard. For me, he's been a consistent player for Bayern. And then we're gonna go down the middle, and I'm thinking Raphael Varane cannot be there. He is just the player of Real Madrid, and I was watching Real Madrid before. 100% he's a starter. And then we also got, honestly, I don't know if you agree with this one, but I'm gonna put Zuma over Lenglet.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Lenglet has had an awful season so far with Barcelona, costing him countless times on the break. And I just don't think he pairs very well with Varane. Even though, he needs a more pacey defender to help him, as he's not the most pacey defender. But Zuma or even Kimpembe. Kimpembe has been struggling. But this is why I'm surprised to not see Upamecano. I think Upamecano would have been a solid choice to pair up with Varane. But, he's not an option. So I think, Zuma as the other center back. And then on the other side, it has to be Lucas Hernandez. This guy's the absolute monster. And he can even play center back, honestly. This guy is crazy. And he fights for whatever team he's on. He fights till he's bleeding. He's a warrior. Who's our middle, Steph?
So our middle, I think what you guys are going to be playing is you're going to play CMs instead of CDMs. And I think you're going to be putting, in my opinion, what's the best? Conte, Pogba pairing, 100%. And then we got, in my opinion, as a CAM, as a 10, Griezmann. So that's the middle. For sure, that's what I agree upon, for sure.
For sure, Griezmann goes there. I think we agree for the middle. Now, for the front three after that, Karim Benzema has to start in the middle. Unless Didier Deschamps just, wants him to suffer and is selecting him in the squad, but just going to bench him the whole time and play him for Olivier Giroud. I mean, Olivier Giroud hasn't been playing bad for France whatsoever, but it would be really nice to have Karim Benzema. And if you're talking about the best possible lineup, Karim Benzema has to be in it.
No doubt.
And then what's the France got without Kylian Mbappé? Kylian Mbappé has to start as well. And I think the only other debatable player is going to be, is Ousmane Dembélé going to start, or is Kingsley Coman going to start?
Bro, we have the same mind, I swear to God. That's exactly what I would put. And that's to me the strongest. Interchangeable, I think it depends on the day, because Ousmane Dembélé on his best day, in my opinion, is better than Kingsley Coman on his best day. But we all know the liability that Dembélé is on the defense, So that's why I think, in my opinion, I go Coman.
You start Coman, okay. I'm gonna start Dembélé. I think his versatility in attack is just too powerful. And in terms of our holding middles, we have some of the best holding middles in the game and some of the best defenders in the game. So I'm not too worried about him tracking back a bit less. I know Kylian Mbappé is not going to track back as much either, and Karim Benzema is probably going to stay a bit higher. But we have the work rate of Jesus. His work rate is crazy. We have Pogba is a monster for France when it comes to work rate as well, and Kanté, you don't even need to say anything about this guy. He's an absolute beast. So what a squad! I can't wait. So excited! It's so soon. It's less than a month, and can't wait to start doing the group analysis with you, Sash. But for now, any closing thoughts?
If you guys enjoyed this video, you guys enjoy our content, we just have a lot more on our channel, so please subscribe. But no, that's everything.
All right, guys, super excited. Allez les bleus!
Allez les bleus!
And Footy Brews out, guys.
Footy Brews out.